Hello Scorpio, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Layli Tarot by, not this kitty, hold on, get down please, by Renata Lechner. And for the support of Oracle cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Yes, I love you too, but you cannot be in this video. Sorry. Alright, let's do relationship first, single second. Already shuffled. Here we go. I'm hoping he doesn't pull something that might pull the camera off the table. He's insistent. Very insistent cat. When he wants attention, he wants attention. You have prosperity here at the bottom, so I feel like this is going well. Or it will go well. How's that? Prosperity is here. I'm noticing when I'm saying that though, you're worried about regret here. You're worried that you've made a misstep or you've done something incorrectly that's going to damage the future. Hold on. No. I knew you were going to do that. Sorry. He knows how to get me. He's going to play with electrical cards now. No. I know, I love you too, but can you stop? I give you attention all day, bud. I am seeing this Nine of Swords, like, you're worried that you made a misstep. But I am getting, though, other people's perception of the situation is mostly what's worrying you. You didn't do anything wrong, and I feel like you know that. But it's about how other people view you and view the situation, and because I feel like maybe not all the facts are out there, and you don't want them to be, and that may be the little kicker to this. Like, it may be viewed a little bit negative towards you. Oh. But that's better than all the details coming out. Now, your partner is probably better than this cat, who's very insistent. Your partner is standing with the Hierophant and the creativity. This is going to be one of those readings. No. Don't do it. No. No. Okay. Okay. So insistent, I tell you. He, she, they, however they may be, they're going along with what you want. I feel like they're following your lead. Especially with kind of something about the details. I don't feel like you want the details out about some situation. This is a situation that feels like it's past. A situation you had something to do with. People may be looking at you in a negative light, but they don't have all the details. And I feel like your partner would like to clear that up, but they're not, because they know you don't want that. You're just really... Oops, you okay? Can you just hang out there maybe? Or can you not attack me? That's nice too. Okay, now we're upset because I took us off the table. Oh yeah, sorry. Really though, if he doesn't get what he wants, he's a little brat. Little brat. He usually gets what he wants all the time. That's the problem, probably. You're standing with, is this the page? Yep, the Page of Swords. I'm getting when it comes to this situation, you realize your partner's not saying anything you don't want them to say. You also realize that they'd prefer to clear it up, and why. But I'm getting that you're just like, you're keeping an eye on the situation, and I feel like you're explaining that to your partner. Like, if people look at you a little bit less than optimistic or a little bit less than a positive light, it's better than the details coming out. Because I feel like you don't want this past situation. You don't want those details out. You don't think that's other people's business. It doesn't matter how people would look at you differently. It's none of their business, and you don't want it. You don't want all your laundry out there. And I feel like that's the gist of that. Now, the situation is going forward, and I'm getting like this feels like mostly about a past situation and how people are viewing you and how it's affecting your partner. It feels like this is greatly what the situation is about. Because what's coming forward next is I'm getting, you have success and you have the Page of Wands. You're continuing on as normal, as you've already set in motion. So like when the page is here, like you're taking action, but it's a predetermined route, and you're not deviating from that. You don't want people to know certain things. They're not going to know certain things. You're keeping active. You're keeping relationships going the same way. If somebody seems a little bit out of joint about something, you're ignoring it, is what I'm getting. Flat out ignoring it. Like I should, like I'm trying to ignore this cat. Ow! Hey! Stop it. No nails. Stop it. The successes here is telling me it's working out the way you want it to. You're fine with it. If somebody has a little bit less than a positive attitude towards you or feeling towards you, I just feel like you're looking at it like, I'm not going to play your game. You're not going to get the information you want. I don't want you to have this information. No. No, you see it for what it is. I feel like somebody's trying to get your goat, and you're just like, no, not playing, because I'm not giving you the information because it's not your information to have. Now, your partner has the Five of Pentacles. I feel like the same thing is happening to your partner, and I feel like it's bothering them more than it's bothering you. I feel like your partner might be standing up for you a little bit. And the reason I say a little bit is because they're full aware that you do not want certain things said. Excuse me. There's a hiccup pushed right through right there. Your partner seems really aggravated the way people are viewing you. They don't like it. They want to say the truth, but they very much respect and they understand your reasoning about, certain things just need to be kept private and it's nobody else's business. And I feel like your partner's doing their best to defend you in that sense without making it worse, but they're trying to squelch it, and people are saying things and trying to get your partner to say stuff too. I feel like they want to say more, but they're just kind of like, they're not. I feel like they're not. They want to. I feel like they're aggravated the way people are viewing the situation. These other people need to butt out a little bit. I get that, but I'm getting the Five of Pentacles is here because they want more to fight with. They want more. They want you to hand them something else that they can defend you with. But they're realizing there's only so much that you want out there, and they're having a hard time with it, is what I'm getting. But they're also, like, just to give you a little bit more understanding about what they're doing, they do spiritually stand with the High Priestess in their court. They understand what needs to be said, what needs not to be said. They understand it's your choice. They see the positive coming out of the situation, handling it this way. They also see the negative side that they're dealing with because of it. But they're dedicated to the situation and the way you want to handle it, and they're holding to it is what I'm getting. I'm getting the reason they're holding to it is because they kind of have that elevated view about, it's your business how much is out there. And just because somebody wants to be difficult about it doesn't mean they deserve or have the right to that information. And I just feel like your partner's having a hard time with that. And I'm getting what they're also standing with here is the Death card and the Glamour. They just want to put it to rest. They want to ignore it. Because they can't really do anything with it, they don't want to talk about it anymore. And I feel like they're also starting to shut people down that way. When somebody brings the situation up, they just kind of shut the door on it. They're just kind of like, that situation's over and it's not my business, or it's done and there's no need to talk about it, whatever it needs to be. However that needs to happen for them to shut down that conversation. I'm getting the Death card with the Glamour. They're shutting down the conversations. They might even be walking away from people. I feel like they might be distancing themselves from certain people as well if they get aggravated enough. It seems more temporary, but I'm getting the glamour here is that they're acting like it's fine and that there's no need to talk about it. The glamour is hiding that it's starting to really get under their skin is what I'm getting. The glamour is saying to me, your partner's getting very aggravated that people keep coming towards them, but I feel like they're trying to just choke it down and just act like they're okay with it, but they're really not. They want it to just go away. It doesn't seem to be going away that easily. I feel like they might even be coming that way. They might be coming off that way to you too because they know you've already made up your mind how it's going to be handled. So they're not even... They're trying to show you that they're okay with it, that they're fine, that it's not a big deal. But I feel like they're getting aggravated with the situation. They're getting really... a little bit, like, every time somebody brings it up, I feel like they're immediately... it's kind of like the hair on their neck goes up, like, here we go again. Their challenge card is actually the King of Wands, which is telling me some of your partners, depending on how your partner is, could get a little bit animated over the situation because I feel like some of them are really getting fed up with it. They're fed up with people bringing it up over and over. I don't feel like that becomes a real big problem, but it's a challenge card because they want to do something about the situation and they're getting fed up with it. They're feeling like they're grounded and they want to take flight on the situation and just solve it the way they would shut people up, but it's a catch-22. They realize they can't. I feel like you just should be aware of this because you might notice that your partner gets really aggravated or maybe gets really agitated with certain people or might be ignoring certain people, distancing themselves from certain people. I feel like if they start distancing themselves with people, it's because they're really starting to get their buttons pushed, and it's before it becomes a real bad situation, they're taking themselves out of the situation. So I feel like this King of Wands, I should say, is like, I feel like they're really getting agitated, and when they pull, if they're distancing themselves from someone, support that because it's probably temporary. And it's because they're getting to the point where they've gone past enough and they're getting to that point where they're just going to react at some point. And they don't know where that's going to go. It could be an argument, it could be something else. But if they distance themselves from somebody, just trust that they're doing it for a good reason and just support them in it and just let it be the way it is. It doesn't feel like for the most part it's permanent, but this might be how it is for a while. Now, what makes the situation better? I'm getting the way you're handling this, it's kind of like spiritually you have the Nine of Wands and it's going to connect with what's making things better, which is the Six of Cups, which is a history card. I'm getting like you realize this is going to take some time to really let this end. It's almost like when I look at this card, especially the first wand has a bunch of greenery on it and all the rest of them don't. It's almost like the first step in ending this process, ending this situation has been taken. And it's going to be a while before it's completely, out of people's thoughts. But I feel like you're heading that way. Spiritually, you realize it's like the worst is over. You just got to go through the rest and let the rest of it just kind of peter out on its own. You run out of gas on its own, if that helps better. And I'm getting, in the long run, you are going to look back realizing that you handled this a good way. This worked out the best it was going to. I do feel like this is a good way to handle this for what it is. It does seem like you're doing what's best for the situation. What helps your partner is the Ten of Pentacles with the healing. And I'm feeling the Ten of Pentacles is to stay more connected with you and how you're feeling about the situation. I feel like they might need to talk it out a little bit more about how people are coming towards them and trying to get things going and how they're shutting it down. I feel like the glamour is okay in the sense of like if they're showing other people that glamour, like it doesn't bother them, that's fine. But I feel like they need to be more honest with you about how it actually is getting under their skin and that it's just how people aren't backing off. It's really starting to aggravate them. And I feel like for them, the healing and the Ten of Pentacles, why this makes things better is because if they talk with you and they can just say, oh yeah, another person came forward and I just had to walk away from them. I don't understand why people have to keep coming at me with this situation. And I feel like you're just saying, yeah, it might happen for a while, but I'm really thankful that you did what you did, and I'm sorry that this is happening for you this way. And I feel like there's going to be it'll be easier for the two of you to vent it out a little bit, you know, just like, I know that's happening, and I'm sorry, but I'm thankful that you're doing that. Because I feel like they have to be careful not to glamour you like everything's great. Like it's not bothering them at all, because it is. And if they can just be on the even keel and just be like, yeah, I mean, this is rougher than I thought it was going to be. I don't really like doing this, but I understand your reasoning. I stand behind why we're doing this, so I understand it's right. It just doesn't feel good. I feel like you can talk it out with them. They can kind of vent a lot of that energy through you, with you in a positive way where you're just talking it out. I feel like that might work. Because I'm getting the healing with the Ten of Pentacles. I'm feeling the Ten of Pentacles is you in their life. I'm getting this the stability of home life with you. It's the dependability of the relationship. Are we done? It seems like we said what we needed to say. It feels like the whole thing here is that your partner needs to talk more, and for you to also realize you're handling this the best way you possibly can. Because I almost feel like that's another thing with this Nine of Swords, kind of like you're realizing how it's affecting your partner, and you're like, oh, did I make the right decision the way we're handling this? I'm getting you did. It's just talking and getting your partner to explain more what they're going through and how they really feel. It'll make it easier on both of you. I still feel it stays contained between the two of you, but I just feel like venting it out a little bit, it'll make things better. Excuse me. And there's that last yawn, just to say it's not the easiest situation for you or your partner, but I feel like you're succeeding, so we will let that be. All right, now let's get into Scorpio singles. What do we have for single Scorpios? What do we have for single Scorpios? Messages for single Scorpios. What do we have for single Scorpios? Messages for single Scorpios. I have to shuffle the other one still, but we already went through with this one. I don't like to prejudge cards, but this looks pretty good to me. Alright, I bust these cards to match up with the cards already down to give the truth, to help. Okay, energy's already there. Harmony. Harmony's at the bottom here. It's about getting along. Alright? It's about getting along. It's about seeing common lines of interest. I'm getting the person you're interested in. I don't feel like you see completely eye to eye with. But there's enough of a common line or a common thread to where you can center on that and build from that and address the differences and circumvent any problems from that based on the common line that you share. Okay. Now, see, I'm getting your partner or your potential partner, the person you have interest, your object of affection, has the Page of Pentacles here. A slow rise, I feel like a slow rise. Like, I feel like I'm dealing with bread here. Like, you know, you get the dough, you need the dough, blah, blah, blah. Then you have to set it to the side, and you have to give it a few hours. I haven't made bread in a long time. You have to give it a few hours, if not overnight, to, like, rise, to fully rise. That's what I'm getting with this. Slow rise. Not the quickest move forward. But, you know, if you give it time and you let it go forward on its terms, very dependable. Very stable. Very worth it. Very much worth it. A slow start, too, is kind of what I'm getting from that, too. I'm also getting the Ten of Pentacles here. This person feels very dependable and is more about adding into your life in the sense of, like, a very, like this person, if they're going to add into your life, it's kind of like building the ground floor of a dwelling. They're going to be one of the bricks on the bottom layer that just the house falls down without them. They're one of those people. They're what things are built from. They build things around them. They create a situation to where they don't expect it to move on, and they build themselves right into it. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. Especially when I see in the past, I got the King of Wands in the past. I feel like things might have kind of had a jump forward in the beginning, or at some point in the past, it's like things tried to jump forward quickly, and I get that that was a no. That was like it shut down the situation. There might have been a false start here. It's either a false start with this person or somebody else. Things went through or started off way too quickly and then just kind of went nowhere. So it's either with this person or someone else there was a false start. This person now coming in is building themselves into your life. I'm getting that even though you're both single at this point, that this person seems to be already kind of like trying to build themselves into your life. Like they're going towards relationship territory. They're already in that mindset. It may not be appropriate at this moment, but they're going that direction. That's the whole purpose for them seeing you and continuing to see you. They are looking to create a relationship from this. Because I'm also getting the dedication here with the Hierophant. And this may seem a little bland, because I feel like some of the things they're doing, to you it may not be much, and it may just kind of be like rote routine, like there's certain things they do every time. Like maybe they get you something from the store, or like they know you like a certain drink, so they always make sure they get it for you before you even ask for it. Something like that. I'm getting they're showing this Hierophant energy in the sense of like they're holding to tradition, they're building tradition with you already. There's certain things you can expect from them. Let's just go that route. There's certain things this person does already that you know what to expect. You know they're going to either open the door for you maybe, or you know they're going to, if you're going to pick them up for example, that they're going to make sure they're ready on time, or maybe they're always late by 15 minutes. Anything is possible. There's a rote routine already taking place here. You already know what to expect from this person. There's already a routine creating here. It's a very minimal one, but it's there. I feel like you can easily identify it if this reading is hitting with you. Now, I'm getting the High Priestess in the center with the Five of Pentacles. When it comes to this situation, that's already happening. I'm getting the High Priestess is kind of like going through these motions, building that history, building this foundation. But I'm getting the Five of Pentacles is like, I actually feel both of you want to go forward a little more. I feel like both of you are on the same page. You'd like to move it forward to the next step. I don't know about level, but step. Like you want to make this a little bit more official. Is that the next level? So, for some of you, it's definitely going forward to that. For others of you, it's kind of like, you know, you're committing to something that you're going to do weekly, is what I'm getting. Kind of like, you know, there's something you're committing to, or you're going to help each other with something. There's a next step here, because I feel like you both want to go forward to the next step, and you're talking more, and I feel like you're including each other in your lives, each other's lives a little more. This may be more of an official step for some of you, but at the very least, like you both of you want to move forward to the next step. You want to move forward and get a little closer and a little bit more cemented in each other's lives. I feel like you're both on the same page with this. I'm also getting the Three of Cups where you're standing. The situation is fun, but I feel like even though it's fun right now, and you enjoy fun, it's not like you would say, oh, fun, I can't have any more of that in my life. But I feel like you want some more substance with the fun, and you just want to be a little bit more grounded in this relationship. It's not like you're questioning it anyway, but you'd like to progress. So you're both on the same page, and I do see the Two of Cups coming in with friendship. I'm actually feeling like the two of you are, it seems like it's either like something weekly or something the two of you are committing to do, and you're talking more, or you're going places, and other people in your circles are involved. Like if you weren't connected to each other's social circles before this moment, you're starting to include each other in each other's social circles now. And you might be inviting or like introducing to like family members, like, oh, this is my friend, or because I'm getting the word friendship here. It literally says friendship there. This is my friend so-and-so, or they're saying this is my friend so-and-so. Like, it's just kind of like very gently kind of getting it in there. You're not introducing each other as significant others for the most part. Some of you may, for the most of you, I don't think that's happening. I feel like it's like, oh, this is my friend so-and-so, and you're getting involved in each other's social circles. You're getting more tied in with each other. I don't feel like that doesn't last long. Because I feel like for the majority of you, it's like saying, oh, this is my friend so-and-so, or this is my friend so-and-so. We hang out once in a while, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't last long. Because I'm getting other people are like pointing out to both of you, like, yeah, you're friends, but we know what that really is, so, you know, can we just call it what it is? Like, I feel like people around you are like, that's a bit more than a friendship, and we all know it, so maybe you just want to call it for what it is. And I'm getting, like, this passion with the Ace of Cups. I'm getting this locks right in. Locks right in. I'm getting you get support from the people around you. Both of you seem to get that support. I understand this is a general read, but that's how it feels. And I'm getting, like, to you, you got the Eight of Wands. I don't feel like you're upset about the speed, but you're wondering how this other person is going to handle it. Because it feels like it jumped forward pretty quickly. I'm getting this other person was already in line with this thought. It doesn't seem to be daunting them at all. That might be a concern of yours, because it just seems to jump forward really quick, and you're like, oh, maybe this is going too fast for my partner here. I feel like they were already thinking it. They were already in line with it. It doesn't seem to be a problem, because they were already mentally there. And you're just going from there. And they're telling me done, so I'm going to let that be there. Hope that helps. All right, well, thank you for watching my reading. If you would like to get a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.